Okay. Okay. So comment. Yeah.
Screen there.
5.
That's a better angle.
Close. Uranus, and Neptune. And their moons tonight. And you can ask questions here. Okay, we have 1 minute. Oh, shoot, where's my phone? We'll be right back. I'm gonna go to mute.
Founder of the online industry. Powers that be. So. Like the what
Hello and welcome everyone to the Cosmic Oracle Show. This is your host, Barbara Jean Lindsey, along with
Steve Colbern.
Steve Colbern. And we are excited. We're going to be talking about Uranus, Neptune, and their moons this evening. We're kind of educating this whole loop. We've kind of taken you from, where did we start off?
We
Kind of
did Mars, and then we did Jupiter and Saturn and their moons
Right.
last week.
Right.
Now we're going out further into the solar system and doing the next planets out, Uranus and Neptune.
Right. So this is exciting tonight. So I'm sure you're going to learn something you've never learned before. Steve is kind of like a walking encyclopedia about this sort of thing. And so I've learned a lot just hanging out with him. I'm sure you're going to enjoy tonight's show. And thanks for tuning in to the Cosmic Oracle Show here on Revolution Radio. And Revolution Radio is an all volunteer station. And that means no one gets paid for it. And so we're just thankful for your donations. So how you can give to keep this wonderful show, we think, on its 11th consecutive year, live and running and going, is by giving to freedomslips.com. Actually, it's a new website, and that is revolution.radio. That's revolution.radio. Give whatever you can, $5, $10, $20 a month, maybe, to keep us on the air at all of these amazing programs to keep the truth out there. And so we want to thank you for giving generously. I have, Stephen, I have a new way. People have always asked, how can we donate to your work? And so you can go to Patreon, and that's patreon.com/Barbara Jean Lindsey. That's BARBARAJEANLINDSEY. And Patreon.com/Barbara Jean Lindsey. And that'll kind of help us. We have a lot of ideas that we want to go do and explore and make you a part of this journey that we have here on the Cosmic Oracle Show. So be a part of our community. We're growing. Steve and I have been together, how long?
About a year and a half.
Year and a half. And so it's kind of where we're talking about where spirit joins science, right? Where we get to kind of balance those, because they can be very different worlds in a lot of ways, don't you think?
Well, yes and no. I think that everything that happens in the universe is ultimately explainable by science or rational means, but it's mainly just that mainstream science does not want to admit the existence of a lot of phenomenon, and they don't want to share what they know about the possible theoretical basis for it either.
Right, right. And so we get to talk about that sort of thing. I know, like, being a psychic, I've been a professional psychic for 35 years now, and way back in the day, it was considered woo-woo. And now there's some really strong scientific data that they're starting to come out with.
Well, they've actually concealed the correct theory. I mean, Tesla had a unified field theory, or the bare bones of it, at least, back in 1943, and I think the government confiscated that and finished it after he died. This whole thing about Einsteinian physics is it's not complete BS, but a lot of the underpinnings of it are not correct. That's why it's so hard to understand, because some of it's nonsense.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if I should help or I should go into this, but for example, I mean, Einstein in his general theory of relativity said there was no such thing as the ether or any kind of material that space-time is made out of, and previously physicists had said that there was an ether, or there was a medium that light propagated through, among other things, and that's only common sense. I mean, the idea of a wave without a medium is a logical contradiction, but they said that, and I suspect that part of the reason that they said that, or allowed that to be what's in the textbooks, is because that completely negates the idea of any kind of psychic phenomenon or things of that nature. Because if there's no space-time continuum, no medium in space for things to propagate through, then telepathy and psychic phenomena can't possibly exist, right? And
Right.
the same with anti-gravity, faster than light, and several other things I don't want to discuss. I mean, they've tweaked the theory that's in the textbooks to make all these things seem impossible.
Right.
And
Right.
so that's part of the reason we haven't made much progress in physics lately, or any breakthroughs in science in general, is because they're not willing to let the correct theory out to the public.
Right.
Well, and so I think that's true in a lot of ways. I mean, and suppress it. Not only that, but actually suppress it and make,
Oh, sure.
like, if you're a psychic, then you're probably gonna, that goes with fortune telling and ripping people off instead of having people's best interest and really having a good read on things. I know when you first met me, you're thinking, I'm a psychic, but what is that really? Now that you've been with a psychic for a year and a half, what would you say about psychic readings?
Well, I had a pretty good idea what it was before, but
Mhm.
I've always been somewhat psychic myself, and my family believes or tends to believe in that sort of thing. But I had some paranormal activity in the house I grew up in as well. But I have a better idea of what psychics should do now, and I think it's a very useful tool for gathering information when you can't get it by any other means. So, and it often helps people in their lives to try to find the correct path. And I think it's in general a good thing.
Great. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
But you would only tell the truth though, because you're that kind of guy. I want to thank Emily Blake Cassell for saying hello and for Pinky Lee. And we're sorry for some of our problems with getting on today. Not unusual. 11 years later, we're still having that. But if you want to sign up with Steve to get an alien implant scan, he's available. And you want to talk a wee bit about that, Steve, before we get on with our show tonight?
Sure. Maybe some people are listening that have had a scan from me, but for those who haven't, I do scans on people to check for the possible presence of alien implants and recent alien contact. And I do several types of instrument scans. I scan with a stud finder, a small metal detector, to detect metallic or conductive objects into the skin, and any place that the person thinks they could have an implant, I'll scan, and other likely places too. And if the device beeps, there's some sort of conductive object under the skin, that I scan with a Gauss meter that detects weak magnetic fields. And if you get a hit with the stud finder and the Gauss meter too, then that's almost certainly an implant, because these devices are easily magnetized. And we scan with a radio frequency detector to see if anything's giving off radio frequencies. The devices give off radio frequencies at times. They're not always transmitting, but they are enough to make it a good idea to check for that. And I do a body temperature scan body temperature measurement to see what your body temperature is. Most experiencers have significantly lower than average body temperature, and check with a Geiger counter to see if there's any traces of radioactive material left behind. And the most spectacular scan is with a shortwave UV light to light up any fluorescent alien dyes that might be left behind on the body after an abduction. And these things are indelible. There's several colors, and they're indelible dyes that stay for several weeks after an abduction. So if you've had contact with aliens within a month and a half approximately of the scan date, it'll usually show up.
Yeah.
I'd say about 90% of the time there's some dyes left behind from alien contact.
Right. And we were just guests and speakers at the healing studio in Alex Urbina's Alex Urbina's healing studio in Santa Clarita. over the weekend, Santa Clarita, California, and you did some scans for people there, and they were just blown away. I remember they were just saying, and what was funny is the one wonderful person who came to support her family and wasn't there to give a reading for herself, ended up getting a reading, and she had the most alien die on her than anybody, which was, is that sometimes the case?
Oh, yeah, quite frequent. And we found an alien symbol. I'm not going to say who it was. We found an alien symbol on somebody's head that
Right.
I'd never seen before, like a wedge-shaped symbol in a green, brightly fluorescent green dye. Very unusual.
Very unusual. And he has a lot of contact with the Sasquatch too,
Mm,
quite a bit, and some extraordinary experiences. So it was really wonderful to have people meet together, talk about their extraordinary experiences, from Sasquatch to alien contact, to UFO watches. But it was a wonderful afternoon there. We'll be coming back again. We've been invited back again, and we didn't scare anybody away, which is good. And we'll keep you apprised of what's going on at the healing studio in Santa Clarita, and to do a star watch as well. And there was something else. Oh, and we're going to be with the Urbinas and the healing studio at the Disclosure Fest coming up
Oh, yeah.
as
yeah.
well.
It's like next weekend, isn't
I
it?
think it is the 22nd, 21st, something like that, next weekend.
And it's very interesting that the person that had the alien symbol had a lot of contact with Sasquatch, because I hesitated to believe this. I was hesitant to believe this before, but apparently several groups of Sasquatch are affiliated with the aliens. They're perhaps used for labor or something along those lines aboard ship. And I've been told that they take care of the forests for the aliens here too.
Well, they definitely are a defender of our forest, and they've never lost contact with Mother Nature like a lot of us have.
Well, apparently they're telepathic and have access to some of the alien technology. That's why they're so hard to find. They've seen like footprints of Sasquatch that just end, like they were picked up by an aircraft or UFO. And that's very strange that they're just primitives. And they also apparently can cloak themselves, and that's almost certainly alien technology they have access to. And so there's reasons why they're so hard to find. I think they're a lot more common than people that a lot of people want to say. A lot of people that believe in them want to say, but they're very hard to find because they're telepathic. They can sense you coming, and they have access to alien technology.
Right. Well, and
A lot
you,
of them do, not all of them. But
and you and I are looking at maybe going to a trip to Thailand in the fall, early winter. And I remember meeting with a person there, talking to a person. There's a big Sasquatch group there in Thailand. So we'll let everyone know if we're gonna meet up with them. Maybe we can and go on one of their journeys. That would be
Yeah.
wonderful.
I don't know about Thailand, but I know in Vietnam there was supposed to be a small species of Sasquatch that's very aggressive.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if they have those in Thailand or not, but
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Because we want to travel and bring you wherever we're going to educate you and inform you and have fun with you too. All of our people tuning in, Emily, Blake Cassell, hello again. Hello, Pinky Lee, greetings to Earthlings, she says. And so, shall we go on with our show, you think, or do you want to have, do you want to see where people can connect with you now that your phone's having problems?
yeah, for right now, I should have my phone fixed in the next few days, and I'll have a new number at that point. For right now, you can get in touch with me at Barbara Jean Lindsey's number, 818-688-1398, or on my or by messenger, or you can email me at s_Colbern, COLBERN @yahoo.com.
All right, so that's how we can get a hold of Steve and sign up something, right? Sign up for a scan?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I'm gonna put this
Or-
in our comment, oh, go ahead.
I do consulting work too, if anybody needs to consult with me about alien implants, alien abduction, or science in general, you're welcome to call as well.
Fantastic. Well, I know it's a game changer when you actually see it. You know,
I wouldn't even, I'm a scientist, I wouldn't even entertain a lot of this stuff if I didn't have proof. I don't blame some people for being skeptical, but the amount of evidence that's come down the pike in the last few decades is pretty overwhelming if you look into it.
yeah. Well, we have a ways to go. We're on our way. And how long have you been in this field, Steve?
Well, I've been interested in aliens and abduction and implants and that sort of thing pretty much all my life, but I've been a researcher in earnest for about the last 15 years.
Yeah. All right. Well, I love what you bring to the table and what
16,
you're
16 years.
16 years and what you're bringing to the Cosmic Oracle Show. And so we are going to be doing interviews, but we just kind of wanted to finish this journey through the cosmos with everybody first, right?
Right.
Yeah. And so we are going to go ahead now and share our screen, if I can go back here. And here we go. And we have a PowerPoint that we're going to show those. And those on Revolution Radio, we're going to go ahead and there we go. We're going to go ahead and explain it to you. We'll describe it to you. Slideshow, play from start. So play from start. There we go. So welcome to the Cosmic Oracle Show. It should be and Steve Colbern. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We were kind of in a hurry.
We were in a big hurry. Okay, so explain to us what we're seeing here, please.
That's the planet Uranus, it's the seventh planet from the sun. There's now 8 planets rather than 9, as Pluto was demoted to a dwarf planet rather than a full-blown planet, which is, I guess, fair enough because there's a lot of bodies in the solar system that are about that size. If you included them all, there'd be about 20 planets rather than 8. So it's definitely not the planet X that Clyde Tombaugh was searching for when he discovered Pluto.
When was it discovered?
It was kind of disappointing. It was discovered around 1930 at the Lowell Observatory in Flagstaff, Arizona, by astronomer Clyde Tombaugh. And he also went on to work for the government in discovering some. It's not talked about much, but I'll tell you why. Discovered some small moons orbiting Earth around 500 miles up, and I think the reason they don't talk about it is because they detected some alien motherships on radar that I think they had reason to believe orbit about that altitude, and had them investigated by a telescope. But anyway, I digress.
No, that was great.
And anyway, Uranus's big claim to fame is that it has rings like Saturn, but they're not nearly as big. And it's tipped over on its side by about 97 degrees, which is a very strange angle. It's the only planet in the solar system with a tilt angle that extreme. The Earth is about 23 degrees, and Mars is about 27 degrees, and Neptune, its sister planet, is about the same, around 25 degrees tilt. So it's thought that there was a huge collision early on in the solar system between Uranus and a large celestial body, maybe a protoplanet, that flipped it on its side like this. And the picture on the right is how it usually looks, and the picture on the left of Uranus and its ring system is fluorescence that occurs in the atmosphere apparently when that part of the planet is pointed toward the sun.
Is that the color it is? That beautiful turquoise color? Or is that-
I think so. I think that's. I think that's
Wow.
real.
Wow, it's beautiful,
And the
really
the
beautiful.
blue is due to the methane in the atmosphere. The atmosphere is hydrogen, mostly hydrogen, helium, and further down methane and ammonia. And next slide. Yeah, the planet's internal structure is it has a thick atmosphere, and below that is either liquid or maybe solid under pressure of water and ammonia, ice, and ice. I don't know about ammonia, but ice has several allotropic forms that are solid at very high pressure at above room temperature, and it's got a rocky core, and it's about 4 times the diameter of Earth, about 30,000 miles in diameter, and it's about 14 Earth masses in mass, and the gravity is a little bit less than on Earth because it's much larger, and the mass it's not all that dense. So the surface gravity is at about 0.87 G's, which would be pretty comfortable.
Well, what's ours?
Ours is 1 G.
1 G.
Earth standard 1 G. It's about 10 meters per second squared, or 32 feet per second
Mhm.
feet per second squared. And Uranus is the coldest planet in the solar system. It gives off very little internal heat for some reason. Neptune actually gives off a lot more internal heat. And it's got a fair amount of wind and some storms, but not all that much compared to Neptune because of its lack of internal heat, most likely. And it has 6 major moons that orbit outside the ring system. That would be
Can make them a little bigger.
in yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right. So in order of their distance from the planet, it's Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, Oberon, and there's other smaller ones further out. I think it's 5 major moons. I'm not sure.
Sorry.
And no, let's go to the next slide.
Well, okay, with okay, with Uranus, we talked about this before the show. And is this the one that I was thinking that maybe it has something like a correlation with our moon by any chance? Is this the one we were talking about, or was it another one? That I had a feeling that maybe it because of its 97% the
No,
angle.
it's Triton. That's a moon of Neptune.
Right, and that's what I'm talking, we'll
Um,
get to that, okay.
I think the moons of Uranus are pretty unremarkable. Titania is the largest one, I believe by a little bit. I believe it's like 800 miles in diameter, significantly smaller than our moon.
Mhm.
Uh,
But you're beautiful.
yeah, it has
And
20
colorful.
27 known moons. I think 9 of them are within the ring system, and we have the 5 major moons, and then something like 13 in irregular orbits outside the ring system and the major moon system. And picture on the right is a diagram of the system with the moons exaggerated in size. And the picture on the left shows the real scale of the moons.
It reminds me of the color, the Uranus color. It's like my perfect Easter egg dye of turquoise. When you create that perfect Easter egg turquoise egg, that's the color. It is really outstanding, really beautiful.
Yeah, before we go on to Neptune, I'd like to have you psychically scope out Uranus and
Okay.
maybe try to see what happened billions of years ago or whenever it was to turn the planet on its side.
Yeah, let's take a look. So following, let's see, to all of our cosmic journeyers, what would you call it? Cosmic cosmic knots,
Psychic astronauts,
psychic knots,
psychonauts.
psychonauts.
I just made that up.
You did. Okay, to all of our following psychonauts. You know the drill, but if you're not driving a car or operating machinery, we're gonna take a time out and go into the cosmos. So like we do, and like we can do that here on the Cosmic Oracle Show. And so let's go, shall we? It's been a long week and going off planet always makes me feel a lot better. So let's go ahead. We're going to take you on a meditation journey to Uranus. Uranus. Sorry about that.
I think it's pronounced Uranus, but everybody pronounces it Uranus. So they know what you mean.
Funny.
They know what you mean.
Well, because it's funny. Okay, Uranus. And so let's go ahead and for those that know how, go ahead and put down a grounding cord to the center of the planet. And for those that don't know about that, you can just imagine a beautiful cord of light based at the base of your spine going down to the center of the planet, about the size of a small rope. And go ahead and let it start to release any negativity, any, kind of coulda, shoulda, wouldas, any kind of anything that doesn't serve you at this moment. Let it just kind of, let the body itself knows what to do. Let the body just take any of that energy. Like today, I was on the computer way too much. I actually lost my space for a little bit because I didn't know what I was doing and I needed to get it done. I didn't know how to get it done. And I just went, I know we've all been there. And so I'm going to just send that all the way down my grounding cord to the center of the planet because I don't need that stress and BS right now. Because I'm gonna it's Friday night and we're gonna go to the cosmos. So I'd rather be there. So go ahead and just release that and go ahead. And then you're gonna kind of turn down that first chakra with all that information for security and grounding. You're gonna go on up to the second chakra. It's a small, beautiful, powerful, energetic field, like a small orb or ball inside, right below your belly button, and it lined to the back of your spine very gently. It's a beautiful orange where all your emotions are stored and all those wonderful memories. If you're how to have children, your children can be there, grandchildren, past lives, all sorts of things on an emotional level as a human being can be stored there. And so you can go ahead and turn that down because we don't need to feel so much right now. Then we're going to go up to the third chakra. It's a beautiful yellow, bright golden, like the sun, right at that belly button right above it, about 2 inches there in that area. It varies with people. And go ahead and turn that down. You don't need all that information right now, all that power. And then we're going to go on up to the fourth chakra, beautiful emerald greens where your heart's located. And it's kind of like the point where everything gets distilled, the energy from the body and from the cosmos all goes in that heart. And then we're going to go on up from the fourth, up to that heart is a beautiful emerald green. We're going to go up to the fifth, the beautiful baby blue. It's at your throat where you can tell your truth no matter what. And go ahead and heal that, clear that. Going up to the sixth chakra, it's between your eyes, up above, right above the middle of your head. And if you put your finger there, it's a beautiful soft spot there. And you can go ahead, that's your sixth chakra. That's where you do our work tonight. Then we're going to go up from the sixth chakra, that's a beautiful blue. We're going to go up to the top of the head, it's a beautiful purple. Crown chakra, and we're going to walk around up there. Hey, we're home, the lights are on. We're going to connect to the cosmos here. Where you're going to connect to your family, your inner beings, your guides, your sense of knowingness, past lives. This is where you can connect to this cosmos. It's a connected web that's connected and made just for you as a soul being, just for you. And it's a really loving, caring energy that gets to enhance you and and heal you and make you remember how amazing you are. So now we're up at the crown, we're walking around up there, it's feeling really good. So our crown's opening up, not too big, just right. Then we're gonna come on back down in that sixth chakra, sit in our control seat there. And we're gonna look out at the cosmos from the sixth chakra point of view and take a deep breath in. And let it out, pat the body. Body doing a really good job. So you start to learn to trust the body as a spirit. So Steve, you could take us out from our sixth chakra, from our seat of power, and on out to the universe, to
All right.
Uranus.
Gonna head out to Uranus and we'll I guess get another solid surface on Uranus, so we'll maybe heading on one of the moons, maybe Titania. We're gonna take off from Earth like Superman and the lower atmosphere and through the stratosphere and through the atmosphere and the magnetosphere and out into space between the Earth and the Moon. Then we're gonna go out into interplanetary space, cross the orbit of Mars and across the asteroid belt and across the orbit of Jupiter and out way far from the sun, across the orbit of Saturn. And then we're gonna come to slow down a little bit as we come closer to Uranus, almost 2 billion miles from the sun. And, it's kind of dark out here and we're much darker. Let's see, it's about 1/400th as much sunlight as the Earth does out there.
Mm.
And so now we'll set down gently on the icy surface of Titania, facing Uranus, and look down at the blue planet, greenish blue planet of Uranus. Take it from here, Barbara.
Okay. Yeah, the first thing I'm getting it didn't show it in the photos, but I'm seeing all this kind of gassy stuff around it, kind of like a white foggy fog around it. Kind of like some vapory, webby, kind of white fog stuff around the atmosphere itself. I'm not quite sure what that is. Almost like a snow, but different. Maybe a little heavier than our snow. But some kind of flakes, like ice flakes, in the atmosphere itself. So I have no idea.
Might be frozen enough then.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through that. So it's kind of like you have to kind of go through that first, almost like a snowstorm to get to it. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going through that. And then I'm just gonna move outside and then right through it. It's you know what, for me, it looks more green than turquoisey blue for some reason. So I have to just hit that.
That's kind of a greenish blue.
Yeah, and so I'm seeing a lot more green for me, and those that are doing this on Facebook or later when we post it on YouTube, go ahead and make your comments, you know, what you're seeing, because what you're seeing is real for you. But I see it more like a green, almost like foresty looking. Very dense covering of this emerald greenish, blackish blue. So I'll hit through there. And it's kind of like as I'm hitting through and I know it's not air, but through the system, whatever it is, I'm cutting through to it. And it's kind of like the blue green, instead of coming from the outside, it's coming from the inside, the blue color. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's coming from underneath.
Okay, yeah. And so it's this blue greenish color that's really gorgeous. But the ground itself, it's more like a mix. It's like almost like a mossy brown, almost like our forest. You know, like with all the pine needles all over it. But this has kind of a greenish. And you wouldn't think it has green, but I'm just seeing a lot of green. I can't help it. It's green and brown with a little bit of black on it.
Well, yeah, there is a lot of green in it from the telescope photos.
Okay.
Neptune is more like really blue.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
yeah, Uranus doesn't, I mean, I've seen it in the picture and have quite a bit of green.
Yeah, it just has so much green in it. And a real density, everything's dense there. It seems to be in this, it's more vertical than that way, than horizontal. It's going up, everything shoots up. So it's sharp shoots up. Then, you know, we have so many such diversity. This is where I landed here. You could be landing on a different part. But it seems to be, it has these shoots up that are very almost crystalline looking. It reminds me when I was a kid and you would put those things in the water and the crystals would grow. Do you remember doing that when you were a kid?
Yeah, those magic rocks. And
Yes, it's like that. It's like that. But I also see some boulder rock-like things too. Like big rocks, like big ones, almost like liquid rocks. Is there such a thing? But almost like a liquidy rock formation. And then kind of going into looks like a cave there. So I want to go into this cave section there as well. It won't stay very long, but I just see a cave over to the right I'd like to go see. So I'm gonna kind of walk very loudly over there and heavily. And it takes some effort to do it. I don't know why, but it does. It shouldn't probably, but it does. So I'm gonna go over and look at the cave entrance. It's dark on the outside. And when I go in, it's very soft, very like the inside of our throat or something like that. It's very amorphic looking on the inside. And so as I go in, it starts to light up. And it's all these systems and of all these different passageways. So I'm gonna come back out now, if that's okay. I'll come back out if you don't have a question with that. And so,
I'd like to maybe have you go back in time and see how the planet was knocked on its side.
okay.
Or if it's formed that way or whatever.
Some explosion. It was kind of meant to be that way. For some reason, it's meant to be that way. I don't see it ever being like the others. It's kind of made to be.
So it just formed that way.
It formed that way, yeah.
Okay.
I don't see it not. I just see explosion. I see it creating, and the reason why it does something with the whole harmony of everything else. It's kind of the harmonizer on like a musical scale note. It's the harmonizer. It's the words come up, harmonizer and equalizer. It kind of it has the ability to help shift the other ones to keep them in line and keep them in order. So, okay, so where do you want us to go from here, or are you good? Should I come back?
Maybe investigate the moon we landed on, Titania.
Okay, I'll just go back. It's Titanium. Titania is very different. It seems a lot more feminine.
in a way, it's a lot more soft. A lot more gentle, a lot of more newness, even though it's probably hugely old. It seems like a lot of rebirth there. I want to say I'm seeing the Fibonacci, little symbols of, growth in, new baby teeny microscopic little plants. And probably nothing should be alive there, but it looks kind of a little translucent. It just seems softer, more feminine, and a little more watery. More water. For sure.
What's the surface made out of?
It's a combination, but it has, I want to say, a lot of salt. It looks like salt. Ice, water, fire. Like lightning. A lot of lightning in it. Lightning strikes. A lot of a very high electromagnetic field and density. Like if you went there, your hair would stand out. You know, like when you go in the electricity fields and your hair stands on end, kind of like that.
It could be making electric fields because of the moon's orbital motion through Uranus's magnetic field.
Okay. I have no science idea, but it's and the hearing there for us to hear there is very sharp. A very high pitch and resonance.
Is there an atmosphere?
It is, but it's funny because instead of like resonating down, it resonates up. The atmosphere goes up instead of coming down, it goes up. So it'd be harder to kind of stay there. That's that floaty, watery kind of a thing. It's almost like it's spiraling around. On the outside and on the inside, it's spiraling the opposite. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. But it's a happy planet. It's a planet or moon. You're that way looking at me. It's a happy, out of all the planets I've seen so far, this is probably one of the happiest ones. I think I saw one other one that was pretty happy.
Cupella's Saturn.
Yeah, this is another one. So they might have some, they might be cousins. There's something there though.
Life there.
Yeah, I
Or-
see kind of like the first things are like these kind of really big furry woolly mammoth looking things. That are huge, like like the size of a giraffe, but looks like a hairy elephant. So they're really big. And they move very fast and then very slow. They've been around for a very long time. And adapted very well to their environment.
Oxygen.
No, they have a different kind of breathing. It gets, whatever it comes in, it kind of goes through a chamber in the eyes and nose part where it gets filtered. I'm not sure what that is. It's almost, you're gonna laugh though. It's almost like there's a little being that lives inside them there that cleans everything up for
Not in,
Okay,
what do they eat?
oxygen and air. I don't think they're in the oxygen, but that's my,
If there's an atmosphere, it's awfully thin.
yeah. Something like the little, you know, like our, dandelions that you blow when you make a wish on them, when you find them, like that, whatever the air filter, whatever that's in that filter, they eat that. I don't know, I'm not making this stuff up, this is just what I'm seeing. That's all I can say.
Take me in seriously.
What I see, it's what I've been given, I'm just a messenger. I should go to the,
I think I'm starting to think there's light on a lot of these places that mainstream science said there probably wouldn't be. People found teeming communities of organisms in deep undersea trenches where there's very little oxygen and temperatures are high, and they're living off chemical energy from all the stuff spewed out by volcanic vents.
yeah, I also see some birds there that are, they lay these big eggs, a beautiful blue egg that these woolly dudes really like. To eat them. And so they try not to, but they can't help themselves. It's their weakness. That's funny, huh? I don't know why. Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to?
Maybe last thing is look at the rings of Uranus and see
Okay.
what you see there.
Well, let me go out and take a look. I like a mix, a real fine mix of stones and pebbles. Debris. Crystalline, kind of crystalline. Again, a crystal, spark communication around it. A protection. You could almost, if you were a small scout ship, you could be camouflaged in it.
Other than the ring, from the ring and stuff.
Almost from a different galaxy that was a little bit moved. Taken from some shockwave. So it's kind of like, it's showing me like if you get in a car accident and where you're hit, but you're able to stand your ground. But you still feel the effects of it.
Along in the rings,
It's almost like the rings were formed before the planet was formed. But it's kind of like the rings help plan the planet. So the rings have more of a celestial viewpoint than a organic viewpoint. So they watch it, the rings watch it. Like their baby, they take care of it. It's alive, it's breathing and it's alive.
why does Uranus have such a small amount of internal heat?
Because it doesn't need it because of its rings. It's a different kind of mechanics, and it's a different way of beingness. More like the old days than the new days. So it's left over from the old days. The old days, the planets didn't have as much of the volcanic or the high density heat inside. So these are more older from the old school. Almost like the neighbor next door, that whole galaxy next door. Like they're the, the ancient ones. So I don't know what it shows in your science, but. It shows them more like the ancient ones, but with a very high awareness of birth and rebirth.
I don't really know anything for sure. I don't think about, how all this stuff was formed at, Uranus. Only one spacecraft has visited there. And most of their, theories just sound like informed speculation to me, so I mean, it could be interesting.
Okay. Lot of, lot of lightness again.
And NASA saying they're about, the rings are about 600 million years old, and before when two or more of the moons collided, but who knows? It could have been captured, it could have been formed before the planet. It's out there somehow.
I have no idea. I don't even know what I just said, so. That's what a good psychic does. I'm not attached.
All right,
Okay, should we come back or do you want us
Yeah.
to go further?
come back for the next slide.
Okay, so we'll come back. So everyone go ahead and just take a deep breath in. And how are we on time?
5 minutes to 6.
Okay, so we have to come out. We're on break right now on Revolution Radio. So we won't talk anymore. We'll just go back. Take us back really fast. To the past. You want to take us back to the cosmos, Steve, really quickly?
All right, we're going off Titania and out into space, and we're going to zoom toward the sun and past the orbit of Saturn and orbit of Jupiter and past the asteroid belt, past the orbit of Mars, and zooming towards Earth, and we're gonna hit the atmosphere and slow down so we don't burn up. Come to a nice soft landing in the good US today.
Great, and into your home above, and then from above, go ahead and say hi to your body, doing a really good job. Come on back down through the crown, into your body, own every part of your body, totally light, totally healed, totally beautiful. And go ahead and sit up, open your eyes, and we'll be right back after this break for part 2. Let's get into it.
We will not comply. Stay in bed to take illusion. I will want be terrified. Welcome to the raven.
hello and welcome back. Fix that. To the Cosmic Oracle Show. Well, this is your host, Barbara Jean Lindsey, and we still have Steve Colbern around here somewhere. He'll be right back. Oh, there he is. And we are talking about Uranus and Neptune and their moons this evening. And we just took you on a quick trip. That was fun. Well, how was that for you?
That's very good, very good.
Well, thank you for tuning in to the Cosmic Oracle Show and to Revolution Radio. Don't forget to give generously. We do count on your donations as we're a volunteer station. No one gets paid. This is our 11th year consecutive weekly show for 11 years. I know my friends, my kids used to call it my boyfriend. I had a boyfriend every Friday night that would show up and we would talk and hang out and learn things. And so now I have a fiance. And so, but Cosmic Oracle Show is still here. We're still doing it. We're still sharing all these amazing people with you and interviews coming up. But we've been going through this journey with Steve Colbern, a material scientist, author. He's writing on, what's your book now?
It's called Earthbound, information and survival manual for frequent flyer experiencers.
I love it. I love it. And so, so should we get back to our slideshow?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, we'll do that. And then thanks again, go to revolution.radio. That's revolution.radio and give whatever you can. You can check out my books on Amazon, Barbara Jean Lindsey books. I have 3 books. I'm creating another book. And then you can donate to Steve and I and become a part of our community on Patreon. So go to patreon.com/Barbara Jean Lindsey and give whatever you can there and be a part of our community. We have some amazing things that we're working on that'll be coming up in the next couple of months. So stay tuned about that. So we want to travel. So, okay. So we're going to go ahead and share the screen again. And we're going to go here. You have to play from start because that's the only way I know how to do it. So we'll go back. And their moons was Steve Colbern. I haven't changed that yet. And we are telling when to stop.
Good, there we go.
Okay, go ahead.
You see on the screen there, the planet Neptune is imaged by Voyager 2. Only one spacecraft has been to Neptune and Uranus 2 for that matter, Voyager 2. The picture on the left shows some storms and a great dark spot. It's a storm that's since disappeared, and it's kind of similar. It was thought to be kind of similar to the great red spot on Jupiter.
I was just thinking that.
I
wonder why it's there.
It's a storm. It's like a hurricane that was blowing, and it's since disappeared since Voyager 2 went by.
Okay.
And Neptune also has rings. You can see those on the picture on the right. That's probably the view from Neptune's moon Triton. That's the largest moon. It's about 1,600 miles across. It's pretty good size. So I think it's the 6th largest moon in the solar system.
Well, can I go back? I'd like to go back to because those are Neptune's rings, right?
Yes,
Now, what was I looking at last time?
Uranus.
I want to see the difference between Uranus, right? Were there rings on Uranus with the,
Yeah, they both have rings.
yeah, but they're so different, right?
Jupiter, it's looking like most gas giant planets or ice giant planets have rings. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune all have rings. Jupiter's rings were just discovered when the spacecraft first started going past Jupiter. They're really hard to see. But Saturn is the only planet that has rings that are very easy to see in a telescope.
Right. Well, with the Neptune, they look so dark. They almost,
They're very dark. Yeah.
they almost look mechanical. What do you think?
No, I think they're made of
Organic.
millions of tiny particles orbiting the planet, just like the other rings.
Is it more solid though? Who knows?
Might be denser as for in terms of particle density. I don't know.
Okay.
they're hard to see, so it's probably not too dense.
Okay, well, the color is extraordinarily that lapis blue, right?
Yeah, that may be enhanced a little bit.
Oh, it's a,
The rings may be enhanced a little bit in the photo.
okay. So it's a bluey brownie or,
Yeah, it's like a cobalt blue, white, dark, and a little bit of brown,
Mhm,
I would say.
wow. And so what, so Neptune is which planet? Our ninth planet? Eighth planet?
It's the eighth planet.
Eighth planet.
Yeah. Pluto was the ninth planet, but like I say, it was demoted, I think, back in 2015 to being considered a dwarf planet, which was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, I mean, there are like 20 different objects in the solar system that of that same general size range, and they can't call them all planets unless they wanted to have
Mhm.
like 20 planets or more in the system. Yeah, Pluto is just about the size of the Earth's moon, so it's not a real big planet for sure.
Well, in the Neptune too, does it stay absolutely in balance the whole time, or does it go lopsided? And this one, it looks like it's a little bigger on one side than it is on the other side. Does it do that, or?
No,
Not really.
it should be symmetrical. I mean, the laws of orbital mechanics dictate that it has to be symmetrical one side to the other. And the tilt of Neptune is only about 25 degrees. That's about average for planets in the system. The Earth is about 23 degrees and Mars is 27, like I was saying.
Mhm. What's
Yeah.
the brown underneath there?
That's probably the view from Triton.
From Triton.
Triton's the largest moon.
Okay,
I believe it's the closest one end of the planet too.
okay. Wow. Really beautiful.
Or it gets closer. It's kind of in an eccentric orbit, as I recall.
Should we move on?
Yeah, on the next slide. And this is on the right is another a little bit more close-up picture of Neptune, showing the great dark spot and the smaller white spot below it, and some storms, which are the white clouds in the picture. And the picture on the left is showing the auroras around the planet. There's auroras as solar wind particles hit the upper atmosphere of Neptune, and I think that picture was probably taken through a special filter to show up the aurora better. And going on to the next slide now. The moons of Neptune, it shows the moons in order of distance from the planet here. Triton's actually the furthest one out. I was mistaken before. I was just boning up on this prior to the show. And it's got 5 or 6 major moons. Triton, can't read that. Oh. That's Triton, Despina, Galaboa, Larissa, Nubial, Proteus, and yeah, here we go. And anyway, the slide shows the demos in terms of their distance from the planet. Triton's the largest one, about 1,677 miles in diameter. And it's the 6th largest moon in the solar system. And when Barbara comes back, we'll take a journey out to the planet and psychically scope out some things about it. And Okay, Barbara's back here, so I'd like to turn it over to her to scope out Neptune
Oh,
and we'll maybe check out the great dark spot and this other spot below it and
okay.
um,
Whew.
see something about the psychic view of Neptune.
Okay, and what's the red around that?
That's an aurora, like I was explaining. It's solar wind particles hitting the upper atmosphere of the planet.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
that was taken through a special filter that shows up the auroras better.
Okay, if you're, say, standing on Neptune, would you see those auroras red like that?
I doubt it. I think they're
Yeah.
pretty, I think they're probably.
I think so
pretty
too.
Pretty dim. I mean, it's being that far from the
Yeah.
sun, the auroras, in theory at least, would be a lot more dim out there than it would be on Earth.
Okay. And Neptune, does it have a red core center or is it? It's the coldest?
The internal structure is very similar to the internal structure of Uranus, some of this thought. And the planet's magnetic field is offset to the planetary axis of rotation, just like it is on Uranus. So they're not sure why that is, whether the magnetic field is deflected by the planet's mantle or whether the magnetic field is actually generated in the mantle. I think I favor the second theory because the mantles of both planets are probably electrically conductive, probably highly conductive.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying with the one before, right?
Right.
And we haven't even talked about that at all. Okay,
So the planet, as the planet rotates, the magnetic field swings around and probably it induces a bunch of electric fields on the moons, like Barbara was saying. That makes perfect sense. From the physics.
I have no idea. Okay,
But you said there was a lot of electric.
I did, I felt that there, like,
Titanium.
I did, yeah. Okay, Neptune. Why is it called Neptune?
Oh, it's the god of the sea.
Is it because it looks like the sea?
I'm not sure, and I don't think they knew it was blue back when they named it.
Yeah, that's
It's
interesting.
the point of light and telescopes. In fact, one interesting fact about Neptune before we go on is that it's the only planet that's ever been discovered by mathematics, by mathematical prediction. When they discovered Uranus, they plotted its orbit back in the 1780s, I believe it was, and they hypothesized from the perturbations in Uranus's orbit, it wasn't perfect as it should be. If there were no other gravitational tugs acting on it, so they hypothesized there was another planet out there about the size of Neptune, and calculated where it probably would be. And an astronomer, Pierre, I think his name was, French guy, found the planet within 1 degree of where the mathematician predicted it would be.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
that's one of the triumphs of science.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Does it have moons too,
Oh, yeah.
Neptune?
It's got,
How many moons?
it's at 5 or 6 major ones and
Huh.
like 15 smaller ones.
And what's the size of
All
Neptune?
these gas giants and ice giants have one means.
And then Neptune, what's the size compared to our Earth, shall we say?
Well, Uranus is about 4 times the size of the Earth, about 30,000 miles in diameter, and Neptune's actually a little bit smaller. It either has a larger rocky core and less volatiles, methane and ammonia and such, or it's gravitationally compressed more, but it's about 10% smaller than Uranus, and the surface gravity is 1.14 G, so slightly higher than Earth, whereas Uranus's gravity is slightly lower than Earth, 27 Gs.
That makes a big difference though.
Yeah,
When I was looking at it, it felt like a lot of difference.
yeah, 10% higher gravity would definitely make a difference. I mean, the gravity is pretty darn high down here.
It is, it's heavy, it's dense. Right?
Yeah. Earth gravity is
I think it's pretty dense.
pretty steep. Yeah.
And so you're saying Neptune's gravity is even denser?
Yeah, it's 14% higher than Earth's. And whereas Uranus's gravity is 13% lower.
That makes sense.
That's a far cry from the other planets, though, the other gas giants, the surface gravity of Jupiter is 2.5 Gs.
Ah,
That would be, a
wow,
little bit hard to move around in.
yeah,
You'd,
you're flying around,
you'd be big and strong in no time if you,
Yeah.
move around in that.
yeah. All right, so for those that are joining us for meditation, then we'll take a meditation to Neptune. So go ahead and pull over the side of the road if you're driving. And if you're operating machinery, you'll have to do this later. But I guess you could go with it in your mind, but we don't want you to. We want you to be fully present. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and out. Ah, that feels good. Maybe one more. Ah, and relax out. Really remove those shoulders. I have computer. I think I have computer something. I don't know what. My body's saying no more computer today. You're over your limit. So I'll make sure that I do something really nice for the body after this, like take a nice bath or go for a light walk. Maybe eat some pie. You know. Okay, so let's go to meditation. Go ahead and put down your grounding cord. Or you can just take your feet and put them on the ground and let the earth's energy pull down your feet to the center of the planet. Relax. Let all that energy just melt. Take it down. Anything that doesn't serve you at this time. And then just have your feet just gently touch the floor. And we'll just go ahead and bring your energy up through your feet, up through your legs, around your knees, to fill it with bright white light, around your thighs, around your hips, through your private area, on up, fill up your stomach with bright white light, taken from the earth, from the lower back, the upper back, fill in the chest, the heart, the lungs, the upper back, fill in the shoulders, give them a little roll, filled with a bright white light around your shoulders, down your arms, down your hands, and shoot out through the tips of your hands. Go ahead and fill up that bright white light from your shoulders, across your shoulders, your neck, fill in your neck, fill in the front of your face, your jaw, your mouth, your nose, your eyes, your head, the top of your head, the back of your head, your ears, the inside of your mouth, to the very tip top of your head and your hair. And now go ahead and cycle around and put yourself in this beautiful auric field that's you. You know it's your energy, you know it's your field because it feels good. And we'll vibrate at a high, bright white light and let it just clear. And when you're clearing it, let's bring your auric field out about 3 feet. There you go. And let's let your auric field go out about 10 feet. Very nice. That's how big you are. The top of your head, the bottom, all the way around. And you're in this giant 10-foot orb of light. That's you. And you're going to take both your hands and reach them out as far as you can. And as you bring your auric field in, it's going to be like a colander with all these holes in it that's going to squeeze out anything that doesn't serve you. So go ahead and bring your auric field in really close and let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Very good. And then hold that up, close all the holes, bring in your white light all around you. So you're glowing from the inside out about 3 feet around you. And now you can fill it with any color you like. And we're going to be up, turn down those lower chakras. We're going to be up in that 6th chakra between the 6th and the crown, above the head. And we're gonna remember how wonderful it is to be a spirit in a body. And that we're going together in this body. All right, so let the body know that you're gonna go on a little field trip to Neptune and you'll be right back. You'll give it a lot of water. When you get back, turn off the phone, don't be disturbed. And Steve, if you could take us out.
All right, we're going to Neptune this time, the outermost major planet of the solar system. And we're gonna take off the ground like Superman and go through, as before, the denser layers of the atmosphere and up through the stratosphere and through the ozone layer and the ionosphere and the magnetosphere and through the Van Allen radiation belts and into the space between the Earth and the Moon and out into interplanetary space and out past the orbit of Mars, and we're going to cross the asteroid belt and between Mars and Jupiter and cross Jupiter's orbit and Saturn's orbit, and we're getting way out there now, 1 billion miles from the sun, and then we're going to go past where we were before, across Neptune's or Uranus's orbit, and 2 billion miles from the sun, and then we're gonna go another 2 billion miles from Uranus to Neptune, and we're getting close to Neptune now, and we see the blue planets and some of the moons orbiting those points of light there. And we're going to settle into a nice soft landing on Triton, Neptune's largest moon, facing the planet. And Barbara can tell us more about Neptune and Triton scientifically.
Okay. And in Triton is the rings around Neptune?
No, it's the largest moon. It's,
Okay, that's what I thought you
it's
said. Thinking.
the furthest major moon out from Neptune.
Right. And we
It's
had
also the
talked about
largest.
Triton before the show, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. And this is,
Triton is actually, one of the things is actually so cold that it actually has liquid nitrogen volcanoes, NASA was saying.
wow. Wow. Well, the first thing I get with Triton is again this gassy white, but it's super, super, super cold.
Yeah,
And it's almost like it has like, you know, like when you defrost a refrigerator when it's frosted all around it. It's like that. But in it are these crystals, and the crystals are warm, which is, I know what you guys say, but when you go to pick it up, it looks very cold at night, but when you pick it up, it's warm.
and they're radioactive.
I think they are. And so it has a warmness to it.
Maybe it's plutonium.
Could be plutonium, it could be.
Plutonium is warm to the touch.
Yeah, it's warm to the touch. Definitely warm to the touch. Probably not the best for a human body.
Yeah, a
Uh,
big sample of plutonium is like the world's most longest lasting hand warmer.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, it's I'm surprised. It's kind of like white, sparkly, looks beautiful, but when you go to touch it, it's like, oh, I got the best analogy. When you put your tongue on ice. You know, like if you were to lick an ice wall, your tongue would get stuck. Is that terrible? Is that a terrible analogy? You're not saying anything, but that's what it feels like when you go to, when you shouldn't be touching it. It's like you shouldn't be touching it. Because when you do, you can kind of get stuck. That's it. You kind of get stuck to it.
Well, most things on the surface, at least, of Triton are probably like 200 degrees below zero.
Yeah. Yeah, so you could get stuck to it.
I would think so.
Yeah, and so good thing we don't have a body. So we'll just show up as spirit. We'll just be our beautiful white light and a translucent body. And that can free us up without density. So we'll just kind of fly around there.
These crystals that are warm, I mean,
Mhm.
where do they come from? Do they form there? Or
Yeah, they're like formed in like little circles all over, like little pods, almost like they're being grown. Like they're planted there. They're planted like these little circles around each other, and they step up a little bit like a stem in a plant, and then they give off their ice radiation, whatever that is. And they're like little pods that shoot. Like they shoot pods, they shoot into the atmosphere. Like poof, like almost like confetti poofs. But not confetti, it's sparkly ice white. They're real low to the ground though, they're not real big or real tall. There are some big tall plants like this. On the other side, but right now we're seeing the smaller ones.
or Chernobyl, the accident at Chernobyl proved that, there's some, fungi on Earth that feed off nuclear radiation, so maybe, some forms of life on
Oh, I
Neptune do
would say
too.
so, I would say so for sure.
I predicted that, by the way.
Oh.
I was pleasantly surprised to see it, but yeah,
Yeah,
there's a bunch of this weird fungus growing in the most highly radioactive
yeah,
parts of
yeah.
Chernobyl.
And there's kind of like a reflection, a gloss reflection. Like a gloss mirror reflection. So you can, when you look down, you can see yourself in the atmosphere itself. I'm not sure what that even means. But again, this is to protection for Neptune itself, where they are what's the word? Co-symbiotic with each other. They work with each other. They have an effect on each other. The moons and the Neptune. The moon I'm on, what's the name of it again?
Triton.
The Triton compared to Neptune. And the Triton is again a little higher vibration. And a lot of communication. It's a communication, kind of like the communication sphere. For all ingoing, outgoing craft, that sort of thing. So it's a high communication hub.
Really?
I see that
For who?
for all of the space travelers.
So there are antennas there or something? Or-
Right, it's kind of like where they warp in and out, like a warp place where people warp in and warp out. Like it's like a portal, but different, very different than a portal. It's because it's on the edge. It's right on the edge to the next jump. It's like you're in this jump where we're at in our spiral galaxy, and it's right on the edge to the next jump. So it's probably, it might lay on top of us, interdimensionally, might be next to us, it might be tilted, but it's a different sphere, a different jump. Okay. I don't know what that means, so.
Now, why don't we investigate the atmosphere of Neptune and
Okay, we'll go on down.
some of the storms down there?
Okay, we'll go down to Neptune. It does have a lot of wind. Not
Yeah.
like the other ones where it was real pristine. This one's moves around a lot.
Yeah, NASA says it's the windiest planet. in the
Yeah.
system.
has a lot of wind.
I didn't know that. See, this is good.
Yeah. No, you picked up on that,
Yeah, it's very windy, so you have to fight yourself to get down there. It's almost impossible, and right when you're about to give up, then there's a release, but that release is very, very close to the ground.
yeah, the winds are almost supersonic,
Yeah,
they're up to 2,000 kilometers an hour,
yeah,
1,000 miles an hour.
yeah. And so around it, it's very low, a very low connection there, but so there's this layer, the layer of kind of nothingness between the Neptune itself. Then there's this layer of nothingness, and then there's this whoosh, like that, like all over. Why is it like that? That kind of helps keep it solid from not burning out, from not turning out. It's almost like Neptune wants to turn on itself. It's almost like it wants to go the opposite. Oh, that's because it's on the edge. That makes sense. It wants to turn the other way to the other. Okay, so it's our galaxy spirals this way, right? Clockwise. And it's like Neptune wants to go counterclockwise. And whatever this next over the other side, whatever you want to call it, it's counterclockwise.
Well, Triton is in a retrograde orbit opposite to the rotation of a planet, if that's what you mean.
Okay. I don't know what I mean. I'm just telling you what I see. So, but it helps. It helps it stay there. It's like it's fighting against itself. Uranus had to fight against itself to stay there. And why is it set that way? It's because so it can balance everything else. We're so lucky here on the earth because everything is so far away from that really quick spiral speed up like that. So we have a gentle planet. We're so lucky that we get to be so gentle.
Well, it's because we don't have 1,000-mile-an-hour winds, that's for sure.
Right. We're just so lucky. We do have a paradise. Okay. But there is a beautiful layer around it. I do see life there. I do see cities. I do see a lot of life there. What, because you're inside, you build the domes and
On Neptune or Triton?
on both.
Does Neptune have a solid surface or?
It does. It has a very thin, that's why it has to keep that layer and then the wind around it. Because it's like a magnetic ball. Like a magnetic liquid silver. What's that liquid silver in
Mercury?
yes. Like a mercury ball inside of it. And so it keeps it in balance. The wind actually is what's keeping it in balance to not go the other way. And the outside planet helps keep it from not going crazy. It keeps it in a meditative state, shall we say, harmonized.
The outside planet, do you mean Triton?
Yes, yeah. Ooh, it's the most intense planet I think we've been on.
Yeah. It's even harsher than Jupiter and Saturn. in
Yeah,
size.
yeah. But it has a real beauty to it. From that harshness to this really a beauty to it. There's a soft beauty to it. Very ancient. Very high intelligent. Um. And they're peacemakers.
What do you see, on the rings of Neptune?
Again, where harmonics play like dun, 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 like denser, less dense, less dense. Less dense with the ping on the outside. Almost like a pink on the very outside.
Um,
With some gas.
what are the moons, made out of? I mean, the rings made out of?
They're different. They're all very different. The three are very different. Is it three? Or how many?
Yeah, I think there's three.
Okay. They're like, it's a density. Dense, less, less. You would think it would go less, dense, dense, but it doesn't. It goes dense, less, less.
Are they dark?
I see the two are a little bit darker, but the one on the outside is a little lighter and brighter. They're pretty dark though. But that one, they're almost like, okay. What they're showing me is like a dark mirror, but it's still a mirror. Ooh. It still reflects. So it's not so dense. It's dense, but it reflects. Kind of like oil on water. Okay.
Okay, what about, some of the other moons?
Give me a place to go.
I just- How about, Nereid?
Where is it located?
Um, just a minute.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to, we're at 6:41, so we have about 10 minutes.
Okay, are there any,
15
are
minutes?
there any, undiscovered moons out there?
Oh, yeah,
Um,
of Neptune.
yeah,
How many does it say it has? Like 8,
oh, that's 20 or so.
20?
That's tell like 6 major ones.
Well, yeah, because it makes sense that it would have a lot of rings around it, because it's like when you put throw a rock into a pond, and it does, that boom, 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 where it'll skip, right? It's like that. It skips to infinity until it hits the next level, or it hits that counterclockwise space. The veil.
So why don't you check out Nereid now? It's the second moon out from Neptune. Second major moon. Third largest moon of Neptune.
Okay. And it goes in an orbit around Neptune, right?
Yeah,
It's kind of like it has its orbit. And it gets less and 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 less till it comes back to itself. And then it energizes up, energizes, and then it goes out again. Boom, until it gets, then it goes out until it fades. And then it re-energizes and it goes out and it fades. So it's not constant.
what's the surface of it made out of?
More like a black, gray, almost I want to say like a coal, but with diamonds in it. With some kind of a white sparks in it. Almost like lava, but it's light, it's not dense. But it looks dense until you go to pick it up, then it's light, it's not dense.
Does it have a lot of ice in it?
That could be the white sparkles in it, could be the ice. I would say yes. But it's ice that's not going anywhere, it's not turning into anything else, it's gonna stay right where it is. So it's ice, but it's like a diamond, you know, it has, it's like ice, but it's not ice. It has a pattern to it, it has intelligence to it. Not that ice doesn't, it's a little smarter than ice. I crack myself up here, sorry about that.
Maybe we should check out the core of the planet and see what's going on in the center of Neptune.
Okay, so we'll go back out, go back down. I think it's that the one where I saw more of a like a liquid silver, right?
Might be.
It's mercury based, silver, liquid silver base. Extreme hot and cold at the same time. Almost like you would say nuclear. But it's different. It's fusion or something very sophisticated, elaborate, very old school. We can't even talk it. How's that? We don't have the words for it.
So where is the internal heat of Neptune coming from?
Itself.
Do you think there might be fusion going on inside?
I do. Almost like a machine. But an organic machine. But it's not totally organic. It has some like a higher intelligence to the organic. So I'm seeing like some metal to it too. Like a metal we don't know of. We've never seen it. It all started here. The idea.
It all started here.
Just an idea, that's what it's saying. This is like the ancient one. A lot of information on Neptune. A lot of ancient information on Neptune. Would have a lot of ahas put together. If someone could decipher the language, you know.
Yeah,
I think we eventually will be able to do that. With some help from our friends. Okay, I think I should pull out unless you have a question.
Um,
Okay, we're out. I gotta come out. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and take us from Neptune Everyone did a really good job. Let us know in the comments what you saw, what you felt, what's going on. I'm gonna come from Neptune. I'm gonna come on back down. Can you bring us on back down?
Okay,
through the
we're gonna go off
Planets?
the planet and through the atmosphere and out back into space and go 2 billion miles past the orbit of Uranus and another billion miles past the orbit of Saturn and then another 500 million miles past the orbit of Jupiter, through the asteroid belt, past the orbit of Mars. We're in the inner solar system now and heading towards Earth. And we're gonna slow down so we don't burn up in the atmosphere, and then we're gonna come down to a nice soft landing in the good old USA.
All right. And into our body, pat your body. Good job, body. Bring in that auric field. Make sure you're grounded. Get up, get a little drink of water, move something. Taking in breath, out breath. These are the moons of Neptune. And did you want to say something about that before I close that?
No.
Okay. So we'll close that. We'll end the show and we'll stop share. Yay, that was really fun. And then we'll go from here, we'll go to quit Zoom and we'll go to here. And here we have it. All right, so that was really fun. So Pinky Lee says, do these other planets rotate faster or slower than Earth?
Let me look up the orbital rotation period of Neptune. I don't recall what it is offhand.
Okay,
Um,
and while he's doing that, thanks for joining us this evening on part 2 of the Cosmic Oracle Show. We'll be back next Friday from 8 to 10 Eastern Time. Thanks for joining us here on Revolution Radio at revolution.radio. And Steve, you have that information
yeah,
for
it's
us?
16 hours and 6 minutes.
16 hours. and
Neptune rotates in completely in 16 hours and 6 minutes.
And our rotation is
24 hours.
24 hours. So it runs a little faster than us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna what degree? 16 over
most of the gas-
24.
Most of the gas giants do.
Most gas giants do. Okay.
Yeah, the length of the day on Uranus is 17 hours, 14 minutes.
Oh, and you're on 17 hours. That's good to know.
And Saturn rotates in only 10 hours, 34 minutes.
Oh, so it's slower.
No, it's faster.
Oh, faster. That's right.
And Jupiter is 9 hours, 56
Oh,
minutes.
it's even faster.
Yeah, it's the fastest rotating.
It is the
system.
fastest. Well, maybe that's that whirlwind thing too, right?
Well, Jupiter actually bulges out a little bit noticeably at the equator. It rotates so fast.
Jupiter was interesting. Yeah, I enjoyed
It's
that.
a violent planet. More
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, thanks again for joining us this week. And check out our Patreon account. We're really excited about having it. Just go there and check it out. You get a daily, I do a daily cup of the morning goddess where we kind of set the day every day to help you kind of be here on this planet sometime. And then I do a weekly thing and then a monthly thing. And then Steve's going to start and do some things. I have over 60 videos on that site, on the Patreon of some of the shows that we've done over the years. And I'm really excited about it. We're going to do a lot of wonderful things. Steve and I want to travel, and thanks to you guys and your generosity. It's a way you can give to us if you would like. No pressure, of course. We would like to travel. I want to go to Egypt. My friend's over in Egypt right now. I have a friend who just got back from Egypt. I would really like to take a trip to Egypt. And, I'm always doing half the go back this way. So, so there we go. So I'm excited about that. Anything that you wanna end with? Do you want? Now, what's that for you tonight, going to all the planets?
That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We could maybe do Mercury and Pluto, the only two planets we haven't done.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll do Mercury and Pluto next week. And then we are starting to get some people who want to be interviewed. If you know anyone that you would like to have interviewed, we can get back to that our old routine of doing interviews. But I really enjoyed learning about all these planets because I didn't know much about them. You know, I was always into arts and dance and music and theater and song and spiritual this and that. And I never really paid a lot of attention to science, and I really enjoy it. So thanks for giving us all that information, Steve. Yeah, yeah. And so we have just a few minutes left. Thanks, Pinky Lee, for coming on, and we want to say a shout out to let's see, Sherry Ladd. It's been a while. Good to see you, Sherry. Welcome to the show. And Emily, welcome to the show again. And for all those that are going to tune in much later, if you're tuning in later, you can still go on the meditation if you like. It's really, really fun. I really enjoy doing that myself. I feel a lot better myself. I was a little bit stressed out before the show. I was just like so into doing all this new stuff I didn't know about computers, learning new things on the computer. So I kind of was fighting myself. I don't know if you've done that, but I just went, oh my God, I have to teach myself something else about the computer. I don't want to right now. I really don't. And so I was fighting myself instead of just, biting the bullet and going with it. So, so I finally did, and I got it working and everything's cool. So Sherry says, it was a wonderful evening. Thank you. Oh, it's good to see you, Sherry. Sherry's our person. We were counting on you for our go-to person there for a while. So it's good to see you back and in the comments. So, so thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week here again on Facebook. This will be posted on our YouTube channel. And you can also, it's in the archives on Revolution Radio as well. And to my friend Gare Bear, if you're listening, feel more better, quick healing, and glad you're okay and you got through it. And so our love to you for a very quick and complete healing. And to everyone on Revolution Radio, to all the administration, thank you for all that you do, our unsung heroes here on Revolution Radio. So thank you, everyone. Good night. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place, same channel, same everything. Right, Steve?
That's right.
All right. So we're going to say good night. Good night. Good night. Big love to everybody. Big love. Yay. Have a great week. Go out and do something you haven't done before and spread the love. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Good night, everyone.